So today we're basically all ready to primer. I'll just touch this up, a couple of nooks and crannies in the back and in here, and then I'll do the same thing with the front, and we'll prime everything up.
Got everything else, everything's clean. We got acid etch on any bare metal spots. We are going to do like we always do, a fog coat. We let it sit for 5 minutes, get a little tacky, then we'll come back and we're going to shoot a couple of coats on here. I think I'm going to sand this right here again after we get it done primered. That was a little wavy still, and then I'm going to want to sand this guy down again too because it had that little slow spot in there. So we are mixing up our primer. I've said this 1,000 times, but we are using the PCL Poly Primer. Reason I use that is because it's about 60 bucks a gallon. It's good, it sands well, and blah blah blah. I prefer House of Colors, but this is 60 bucks a gallon. House of Colors is 40 some odd dollars a quart. So again, you mix it up with your hardener here. Don't get it in your eyes or it'll blind you. Shit. Yeah. Oh well. So, when I'm primering stuff up, at this stage, you might think to yourself, oh, I'm going to hit a fat coat on everything. But we don't need a fat coat on everything. This area here needed a little bit, probably extra sand. But all this right here in the middle, that's all good. Everything on the back side's good. So I don't need to shoot a full coat on every square inch every single time. Now what I will do is I'll hit this area a couple of times, maybe this right in here, but I have to make sure on my final that I'm going to put a nice even coat over everything because this dust will build up here and things like that. So I will shoot just my problem areas and then I'll do one full coat over the entire thing to make sure we don't have any dusty areas or bare metal, etc., etc. So on the inside here, for instance, this is all basically set. We might paint it, but we're probably going to rhino liner it or a combination thereof. This is looking good. So this we'll just shoot one coat on. But on our money shot right here, even though it is looking really good, we'll get at least 2 or 3 coats on there because the next time I sand this down, I do not want to see any shiners at all. I want to be able to sand this down, not hit one shiner, and then our paint job will be ready to rock. shoot where you need. When this is still wet, a little glossy, you can look down the side and pretend that you shot clear coat on that, and you can look for any defects that might be there. There aren't any, in case you're wondering. Actually, like a little booger right there, freaking dust. So you can see that that is pretty freaking straight. Okay, so you can see that looks pretty good. And so if I painted that today, that's how good that'll look today. However, we're gonna go a little bit better. So we will see you all later.